Hello, my fellow adventurers! This is Mloentje, and welcome back to Throne and Liberty. Guys, we find ourselves here today at Saurodoma Island, the last of the open world dungeons that we have in Lasland for our codexes. Now, we already have completed one, so I'm gonna take you through this one while we look at the other one, because the Tyranny of Reptilians did get a rework. As far as I understand it, it does not work like it used to. So we're definitely gonna need to check out how we can do this right now. Ultimate Regeneration, guys. Collect the page of the footprint of the peak of Saurodoma Island at Saurodoma Island. We're gonna need to go to the peak of the island. Destroy Reptilian weapon holders. We can find these all around. And then the Reptilian Butcher. We kind of need to defeat enemies and collect tails. And once we have 10 tails, then we can implement them, or we get an elite tail, something like that. We'll look into it in a second, and then we can actually only summon the Reptilian Butcher, right? So first off, what we are gonna do is we're gonna need to go to this waterfall right here. We're gonna need to run to the side here and then get up here. And on the waterfall, that is where we can find that first codex. So let's make a run for it. Now the braziers and everything, I do believe you can find here down below. Yeah, maybe too high to render them in. We got a mysterious note here. Expedition records. And if we go to the side here, we need to get up top here. So you kind of need to go as high as possible. Not sure if you can fly in from the left to the right. Right side is going to be higher. This is how I got there last time. I'm not sure if there's an easier way. Kind of run along the mountain till you can't. You can go pretty high. Then you basically jump off and fly. Fly, I said. Really? Why didn't it make me fly? Go a little higher. There we go. And then you fly around the corner. And instantly into the waterfall. I found this codex on one of my runs, because I'm basically collecting a lot of ornate coins. Not really sure what the shop is gonna do once tier 3 arrives, so kind of collecting from before, right? Footprints left at the peak of Saurodoma Island. That's how you can get this note. Now we basically need to go inside of the cave, because that is where we can find the I think the braziers we can find outside as well, but that is where we can find the crystal trees, or the objects we need to interact with. Flying down. Again, I need to go to the left a little bit. I think, yeah, next to the smithy, where we can actually go in. Here we go. Come on, come on, go in. So now we do need to start killing them off as well. Because every time we kill them, or at least sometimes, you can see here, thin reptilian tail, right? That is what we are actually chasing right now. So 2 gives us 2. And there is a timer on it. So it's a 9-minute timer that always refreshes the second you actually got a kill and get a new tail. So let's first do that one. That's 3, so basically we need to just kill 10 of them. And then we're gonna need to interact with an object, but I don't think the object is actually here. We do need the luminescent coral, but we're gonna do something first. The brazier is supposed to be, yeah, brazier of resurrection needs a thick tail. That is what we are chasing right now. I always thought it worked like this. 18 to 20 that we need. There's a certain amount that we need. 19, 20. Okay, so on the 20th, it changed to a thick reptilian tail, as you can see. And you kind of need a thick reptilian tail to be able to interact with the brazier of resurrection. And then from this brazier, we can basically spawn in the elite Reptilian Butcher, right? And that's the one you need to complete for that codex. And then we also need to look into the destroyable objects. It's taking a while. So let's head back to the start. That it was a little bit more peaceful over there than it is here. Still no weapon wrecks here. Doesn't look up. Okay, let's clear this area. And let's look at the quest we're actually going to do today. Another quest that we already completed. So before the quest rework, so the quest usually said collect the page, then activate 5 luminescent coral, but you could do that alone. But you need to interact with 3 at the same time to actually spawn a crystal tree, and then in the first quest you needed to kill the crystal tree 3 times, but in the rework it says collect the crystal tree. Now I'm not really sure if we need 3 people. You need 1, but there is a... Okay, so you can do it alone this time because there is a timer on it. 3. You need to be pretty fast actually to do it. And now in the middle we get the 3. So you need to used to have like 3 people to actually do this. It seems you could do it right now alone. That's kind of probably why they reworked the quest. Because not everybody runs in a group. And then you kind of... Oh, I was too late. You kind of needed to destroy the plant, the crystal tree. Do that again. 1, 2, and 3. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You're done, and then you get a 3. And now we need to pick up the 3 before you need to destroy 3. And yeah, there we go. I'm gonna quickly look around for the weapon rack, because that is the last thing that we actually need to look for these two codexes. And we're getting precious skill growth books from these and some resistance metal guys. So always really nice. And as always, the second I stop recording is the second I actually find them. Right outside of the cave, guys, here on the side, reptilian weapon holder. So we just basically need to shoot at it once, hit it once, and it will be destroyed. And we got another one over here. So yeah, pretty easy quest finding all 3 of those. Just look around a little bit and they should be all right. And you can also like just wait here for them to respawn, right? If you don't want to go looking around, there's 2 in this vicinity. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this Codex run here. If you want to see more of my Let's Plays on my Codex runs here in Throne and Liberty, or any other game that I might be playing on my channel now or in the future, just hit that subscribe button. It would always help out a lot. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.